Hello friends, welcome to Input Output Campus. So today we will discuss about the TCS NQT previous year coding questions. So here you can see a Candies problem. So this question came in the previous year in TCS NQT. So this is a very easy type question. So here is the question. There is a jar full of candies for sale at a mail counter. Okay, in some mail counter there is a jar full of candies for sale. Okay, the jar has capacity n, that is jar can contain the maximum of n number of candies when the jar is full. Okay, the jar can contain maximum of n number of candies. Okay, so at any point of time jar can have m number of candies where m less than n. Okay, so the jar can contains maximum of n number of candies, and at any point of time the jar can have m number of candies. So when this situation occurs, when we remove some candies from the jar, then m number of candies will be there in the jar. Okay, candies are served to the customers. Jar is never remaining empty as when last k candies are left. Okay, jar is refilled with the new candies in such a way that the jar get full. Okay, this is the question and you have to write the code to implement the above scenario and display the jar at counter with available number of candies, and you have to display the available number of candies. Okay, and the input should be the number of candies when customer orders at a point of time. So how many candies you want to remove, that will be the input. Okay, update the jar after every purchase and display jar at counter. So after removing the candies, you have to show how many number of candies are available after removing some candies. Okay, output should give number of candies sold and update number of candies in jar. If input is more than the number of candies in jar, return invalid input. Okay, so if the input is more than the number of candies in jar, then it will show an error message, that is invalid input message. Okay, here you can see given n equals to 10. So this is the number of candies inside the jar, where n is the number of candies available. And what is k? K is less than equals to 5, where k is the number of minimum candies that must be inside the jar ever. So the constants are n equals to 10 and k less than equals to 5. So here is the two test case. So the first one is input is 3, that is you want to sell 3 candies. So the input is 3 and you want to remove 3 candies from the jar, and the jar is full, that is the jar has 10 candies. So here you can see n equals to 10. So jar is always has 10 candies. So the number of candies sold, that is the number of candies you remove from the jar. So that will be the number of candies sold. So that will be 3. And the number of candies available will be 10 minus these 3, because there was total 10 candies and you sold 3 candies. So the remaining candies will be 7. 10 minus 3, that is 7. So this will be the number of candies available. So you have to show these two outputs. Okay, so there is another test case. If you enter 0 as input, so there will be showing invalid input because no candies are sold. Okay, and the number of candies available will be 10 because there is always 10 candies inside the jar. Okay, so this was the question and we'll write the code using C++. So here we'll write the code as include IOStream using namespace standard. Okay, first we write the main function. Okay, so inside this main function write a variable n. So this is the input and you have to take the input from the user. So for that write n Okay, right here is because you want to sold this number of candies, so right here also yes, and right here function candies, and inside this pass this variable s. Okay, so we will write this function again here. So void candies, and inside this write int n. Okay, so inside this function we'll write if n is less than 1 or n is greater than 10, so there will be an error message. So write here cout and invalid input. Okay, so why n is less than 1 or n is greater than 10 will show an error message? Because our jar may contain maximum of 10 candies. So if we want to sell more than 10 candies, so this is not possible. So that's why if n is greater than 10, this will show an error message. And if n is less than 1, that is if you want to give some negative inputs, then it will also show the invalid input. So this is the error message. Else there will be two outputs. One is the number of candies sold and another is number of candies available. So number of candies sold, so right here number of candies sold, so number of candies sold will be n. Okay, because here you can see n was our input and this will be the number of candies for sold, and here we will write endl, and after that there will be another output we have to show, that is the number of candies available after sold. So for that we will not write it here, because if there is an error message, if user gives an error input, there will be another message that the number of candies available. So we'll write outside this else condition, cout, and then write here number of candies available. Okay, so number of candies available will be 10 minus n. So n candies will be sold and our maximum candies is 10. So 10 minus n will be our remaining candies, that is the number of candies available. Okay, so write here endl, and this is the full code, and run it. So if we give here input as 3, that is we want to sell 3 candies and the jar contains 10 candies. Okay, so the number of candies sold will be 3 and the number of candies available will be 10 minus 3, that is 7. So this will be our output. So let's see. So you can see here number of candies sold equals to 3 and the number of candies available equals to 7. Okay, so let's run it again and we'll give some another input here. So suppose we'll give 0 here. So you can see this is an invalid input, so you can't sell 0 candies. So this will show invalid input and the number of candies available will be 10. Okay, so this was the code, and this question was asked in the previous year in NQT. So hope you understand this and enjoyed this video, and if you like this video then please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So thank you for watching this video and see you in the next video.